You don't have to whisper now, John.
Okay.
Today we talked about the Elon Musk reality TV show.
Oh my gosh.
That is,
And Mike is back.
Mike is back.
Mike is back. That's the most important thing.
Stop talking about boomers being idiots, okay, guys. Enough of that. All the comments.
We don't want to see any more of that in the comments.
Please.
Guys.
Look,
Seriously,
I listened.
Let it go.
I listened to yesterday's show because I had my wife hold the cassette recorder up to my PC speakers.
Sure.
So that she could bring it to me in the hospital where I was recovering from my hip surgery, which you guys were well aware of, on my Sony Walkman cassette player. So I heard the entire episode, and I think you guys really nailed it. That's all I like to say.
We're just happy you're better now.
Yep.
For now.
You should.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, we talk about Elon Musk a little bit here. Enjoy the show. What are we talking about?
I feel like we're almost late to this story a little bit, but it's so much fun. We can't not talk about it.
No, Mike, as always, we are just on time, I think.
Well, happy Friday, everyone. We'll dunk on Elon Musk now. It's funny how we went from Peter saying he never wanted to talk about Elon Musk, we're sick of this guy, we hate him, to now, like, could we go a week without talking about Elon Musk?
It's important to bring these types of issues up, though. Like, if we're talking about, like, look at what the newest thing that Elon is doing. Like, I don't think we should ever shill for Elon on the show. Like, we should only critique him. That's fair, I think. Well, just to counteract the millions of shills he has.
Funnily enough, I had a bot reach out to me this week asking if I'm a fan of Elon Musk. That was the opening question on Twitter. And at first I was like, is this a scammer or a bot? And then they said, what's your name? And I said, and they said, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bot.
So to this story, was there more to that, Peter? Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, that's it.
About your bot relationship. So to this story, first, I didn't know who this guy was.
Nobody did.
When this all started.
I mean, a lot of people in Iceland did.
Finding out who he was.
The thread showed up on my Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Just organically, and I thought that was funny. The post where he asked. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So Hallie posts to Twitter, do I still work here? Basically, I haven't heard from HR in days. What even is going on?
And his laptop had been locked.
And then Musk goes on to just ruthlessly attack him.
Yeah.
What do you even do here? Blah blah blah.
And then he posts some Office Space memes like this. Yeah. He went the full 9 yards of shitting on his own employee, which is that was just the beginning. Up.
That was just the start. Like that. Yeah. Then there was a bit where he followed up later on to say, yeah, this guy is just the worst. He's he pretends to work and says he says he can't do much because he's disabled. Pfft, I don't have no respect for that.
But then,
yeah,
then Elon finds out who the guy actually is.
It's not real. It's not real. It's like when.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's the classic meme of saying something super fucked up and then being like, "I'd like to apologize for my prior." Yeah. It's not real.
Those responsible for the camels have been sacked.
The other aspect of this, which we haven't explained yet, which I think is important, is. This is sort of typical for Musk to respond to people with snide, snarky comments about stuff he's like, "Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?" But this guy is not just an employee, not just the head of design or whatever. He was the founder of a company that had been acquired by Twitter in 2021, and not just that. He was from Iceland, and he had been named Person of the Year in Iceland his philanthropic works, because he's a wheelchair user, and he had been installed like 400 or 800, I don't know, a lot of ramps in Iceland, and he'd been awarded these Person of the Year like 4 times by the president or the prime minister of Iceland or something, and had all these. He's like the nicest guy in the world, and he's disabled, and he was acquired by Twitter, and then that's who Elon picks to have a
to shit on. And then to top it all off, this is the best part. Go ahead, Mike.
And come to find out that Musk's very abrupt change of tune at the end, when he went from just flaming the shit out of this guy to groveling, although it was a shit apology,
terrible.
Maybe just happened to coincide with Musk learning, maybe for the first time, that they'd actually have to pay this guy off $100 million if he gets fired from the company.
Yeah, because
so having a clause like that. Oh, go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, because when you acquire a company, the founders of that company aren't on an at-will contract. They're on a special contract, which means that you can't just get rid of them for no reason, like you could with other people.
And those are known. Sometimes they're known. You can hear people refer to them as golden handcuffs, where you are bound to continue contributing to the acquired company and the parent company, but it goes both ways, right? So you get to also dictate some clauses in this agreement, these golden handcuffs. So you can say, if I get fired for zero cause, you guys have to pay me $100 million. And Twitter agreed to that, I guess.
Because they had no intention of ever firing him or acting like, oh my God. It's seriously, it's the Elon Musk reality TV show. It's like, it keeps going on and on. And
it's unbelievable.
Like Mike said, his apology was so bad.
I'm bringing it up here. So Musk says, I would like to apologize, but I'm not going to Hallie for my misunderstanding of the situation, not my actions. It was based on things that I was told that were untrue. Other people lying to me, not my fault. But also in some cases, maybe actually true. But not meaningful, even if they were totally true, because I would like to apologize, even though I'm not. This guy's
unbelievable.
I'm sorry. I thought I was putting it on the screen. My little button here is broken. Let me see if I can. Go ahead. I'll try and get that tweet up on the screen.
Why don't you play with your little button a little longer?
I know.
I love that he had to be like, but some things were true. They're meaningless.
Yeah.
They don't matter, sort of, but like they were true. And
yeah. Okay. Like, so he was disabled. All right. Fine. Right. You know,
so maybe he did actually some work, but still. No, just shocking. I don't get it. He's considering remaining at Twitter. Yeah, never planned on leaving, you fucking idiot. Right. Like, what?
Like this
and
guy,
the fact that, you know, they lost his computer and didn't reach out to him for 9 days. Like, that's just...
I saw the funniest video on Reddit. It was this guy. It was a TikTok format. Probably came from TikTok, but it was this guy, and he's talking about this. This was like hot off the press the day after. And he starts telling a story about Circuit City. And Mike knows what Circuit City is because Mike is old. But Circuit City, for obviously. Peter and for people who don't know, is
Peter's
Best
old.
Buy.
Don't let him fool you.
But I don't think they had that in... I don't think they had Circuit City in the UK. I think it was an American chain. Anyway, it was the equivalent of Best Buy. The only difference was the name and the color. Best Buy is blue, Circuit City is red. You walk in, it's literally the same store. They went out of business. They went out of business like a decade ago. And when they went out of business, what this guy and his friends and a bunch of other people obviously did was, because this was at the height of the recession, they of the 2008 financial collapse or whatever you want to call it, they started putting that they worked at Circuit City corporate for like 4 years. Because there's no one to call to check those references. Because
that's clever, actually.
That's funny.
So what he figured out, he was like, this reminded me of that because Hallie, this guy, proves with his tweets that Twitter has no HR right now.
There
is no one to reference. There is no one to call. So you can just put that you worked at Twitter for 4 years, head of design at Twitter. Who are you going to reference? How are you going to reference check that? Obviously, your pay stubs and whatever, but it's a funny video to point out how you can deduce information from just random things like that.
That's a good point. Although it does kind of frustrate me because, I mean, I worked at Twitter for like 6 years, and I wouldn't like anybody to kind of claim that they were doing that and get the same kind of credibility that I legitimately
absolutely.
Peter,
which I remember, you and I worked together. We shared an office at Twitter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, those
for
were the
years.
Days. Yeah.
In highly prestigious positions that were paid very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you guys do at Twitter? I didn't see you
there. Data engineering, and I was senior vice president of. Well, I'm still under NDA, so I don't really want to talk about it too much. But it's a highly sensitive position.
Sure. Yeah. A lot of logistics. Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of which,
brilliant. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I was going to mention a substantive thing that happened at Twitter this week, which is that somehow they managed to shut off their API and were completely down for at least, an hour, a couple hours?
Again?
The error message was so good.
Yeah,
your plan is not... your plan is not configured or not paying for this level of access or something.
Like when the Twitter homepage, twitter.com had this API error.
Twitter wasn't paying for Twitter's API access. I see.
Something like that.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough for Twitter.
Saw an explanation was that the single remaining stability engineer or something did some configuration thing that basically just took the entire site down.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you see Elon Musk complaining about it on Twitter as well?
Oh, he said they need an entire rebuild of this brittle system.
Yeah, that's right. Frustrating sigh or something like that, which was like
they're so doomed. It's really just the users now who are just propping this platform up because and sure you can make the argument that that's for every social media, but
somebody in Discord shared an article, and everybody here should Peter and John plug Discord while I look up this article.
So anyway, you should join our Discord.
Join Discord.
Discord, massive.
I met one of our premier Discord users today, and it was excellent. So I think that everybody should come and join us, and then we can all meet up in person and have a not so critical meetup.
Oh, right,
great.
No, I got to get this button fixed when we switch.
So I'm going to
bring the article up. Here we go. So, according to Musk, giant grain of salt, Twitter could possibly become cash flow positive in the second quarter. So, if you fire your entire staff and stop paying your rent, then it's easy to be profitable as a company. Apparently, even if you're a giant fucking clown, allegedly, as Elon Musk is.
He's onto something.
I mean, I'm not saying he's literally an actual clown, I guess is why I'm hedging a little bit. I don't know if he's actually been to clown college, owns big red shoes and a unicycle. I have no evidence. I don't have evidence to the contrary, so I don't know that that's true.
That makes sense.
Well, that's right. Is Elon Musk a clown? I think this is the next article.
People are asking.
People are asking. How long was Elon Musk in clown school for? Who knows? Nobody's confirmed.
Did he even pass clown school? Maybe he failed out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, maybe he paid off his degree. Like he paid the dean off.
Clown degree.
I want to see his
clown dean.
Yeah, I want to see his transcripts.
Online clown university degree. That's it.
Maybe he got it from a clown mill.
Where they just Phoenix, University of Phoenix. Remote learning clown school.
Yeah, that's
a good point. So hey, if they become profitable for a quarter, he will be unbearable. I mean, he's already unbearable.
No, it's gonna happen though.
That's gonna be, wow.
Fucking clown show.
So good luck, I guess. But wow.
Yeah. So I guess we did have stuff to talk about Twitter today. So have a great weekend, and welcome back.